Hey Mark, are you ready to record the show?
Hey, buddy, get in here. It's Saturday morning. We got to talk toys. Womp, womp. Hey, everybody. Boy, look at that. Look at this right here.
Smurf.
Not to
Oh,
jump
wow.
the gun. Wow. Check that out. I think that's the first time, right?
Got a legitimate celebrity in our chat right now.
Man, check that out. Check that out. That's incredible.
Who is that guy?
I know, right?
Oh, we were just talking about, or I was just talking about.
Right. Look at that. Oh yeah, I got my little Rillo right here too. My little
Brett, I need more legs, man. I need another set of these legs. I know you can make it happen.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to Saturday morning. No, not Saturday morning toy collector. This is double jointed. That's what this is.
Right.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 95. Closing in. Look at that back there. Yo. Is that the HasLab?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine's in a box.
I dusted mine off this morning. I'm like,
yeah,
it can happen.
Looks great back there. Oh, and I see you've taken down the Triumph.
Mm-hmm. It's right here.
Look at that. Yeah, hang it over here. There you go, like an Olympic athlete. Boy, we've got a banger for you guys today. At least we're going to try to make sure it's a banger. We are going to be talking some non-spoilery Mando and Grogu. We both saw it last night. I wish we could have seen it together, but we saw it in our respective states. We're going to be unboxing the Nova. It's way early, baby girl. Get on downstairs, get you a biscuit. We are going to be talking. We're going to be unboxing Antiphiles from the.
Sorry.
Hello.
That's me.
And then our double down is we're going to be speculating on what we want to see in the Reinforcements 3, and we don't have a long time to wait on that because we will be getting to know what that is coming up very, very soon. But before we kick things off, as always, why don't you start us off by saying hello to the chat?
Absolutely. We got Omar first saying good morning, friends, and happy effing Saturday. Man, I heard that. Hopefully you are not working, Omar. Hopefully you are enjoying this wonderful rainy day. I'm sure it's not rainy in Florida though, is it?
It's cloudy and it is supposed to rain today.
Is it? Okay. There's a dog butt right over here. A little dog butt. I don't know what she's doing, but
sponsored by.
Yeah, Jesse Marshall. Good morning, everyone. We got our good buddy, friend of the show, Jersey Shore Juggernaut. Good morning, ambidextrous people, and all hail Team Double Jointed. Thank you. All hail us. And we got Brett L. Tidy in the chat, says hi. And then he says he can make this happen. So he already gave, or I traded or something for I told him, I said, I want another bone monkey, another bone ape. And so he.
I like the name. I like the bone monkey.
Yeah, bone monkey. So he gave or traded me, I don't remember, for the upper. So I have this downstairs, but I need the legs. So.
I kind of imagine that's your pet name for Brett is Bone Monkey. I like to call him
Bone Daddy. El Titty. Yeah, I call him Bone Daddy. That's the Bone Daddy.
We could call him the Bone Collector for sure.
There you go. Yeah, he's definitely a bone collector. We got Recon Rage. Good morning, all you wonderful humans. Make sure you check out the Pacific Northwest meetup, which is really turning into an amazing event. That is June 13th, I think, one day, Saturday, but he's got events for the whole weekend.
Yeah, he's planned out a really cool thing. And also, Blake, you'll have to check out, I did my first interview of the second season of Meet the Collector, and I did it with Carlos, who I'm getting to know from the Badass Reviews. And cool, dude. I know you guys are tight, so shout out to you and Carlos.
He's a California guy, right? Is he in California?
No, he's just south of me. He's
really.
He's close by. He was within driving distance. Let me say that. I could get to him today if I needed to. It would be an all-day thing, but yeah.
I just started watching it yesterday, right before we went to the movies, and a good interview, man.
He's great.
Cool, two cool dudes coming together. Andy San. Do we know Andy San? Is that a new?
No, it's definitely
Welcome.
not our Andy, but
Welcome to the show,
we can
Andy.
always use
Yeah.
another one.
I have not scored an Elric. Let me know if you have one that you are selling or trading. I went to my friend Kirby's house last Thursday, and he had one, which surprised me. He has a few Savage Crucible, but when I saw it, and I know Mark here has one and did a review on it. Check it out. I held it in my hand, and I'm like, this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
It really blew me away, like how just the sculpt is stupendous. So I think Savage Crucible is really taking a bigger step towards really achieving some amazing things. So kudos.
There's no way that thing's not going to wind up on my top 10 figures of the year list for sure. There's no way.
I don't even own it, and it's on my list already. And I'm
yeah, but you've got it coming, right? Like you've already got your shipping notification from, or not shipping, but that it's arriving soon from Big Bad Toy Store.
Says it's arriving soon. If I could get it sooner, if someone has one that they want to trade for it, and I could get it sooner, I would like a couple. I'm a huge Elric fan. But anyways,
yeah, he has a completely
you,
helmeted head look. So like if you wanted to like make a couple of like just army build with that helmet on, because you can't see his face, like you could easily do that and take the cape off and just have like a regular soldier. I mean, it's that great. Like I'm thinking of grabbing a second one when I can, for sure.
Yeah. And I think that and I don't know, but Rob Post maybe was waiting for the reception to see how popular Elric was, and I feel like he is very very popular.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we will definitely see more coming from
I hope so.
Are you giving me a signal? Is that a facial signal that maybe no?
I know nothing. I know nothing.
Okay.
I'm friends with Rob, but he is not. He's
not giving you any.
He's
tea
very
on that.
tight-lipped. He's very tight-lipped. I think I only know of like one thing that's upcoming, and I think it's gonna be really fun.
Nice. Yeah, I know. It's kind of out, and we still need to get to the show, but they have shown a few of the animal, like the dogs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nikki has painted one, like the Great Dane or something.
Yeah, and Nikki also painted the that big Komodo dragon, I think, that came in like that dungeon crawler pack. So
yeah, I need to get that dungeon crawler pack. You grab that just for the dragon. I think is super cool.
There's a lot of really cool stuff in there.
All right, sorry, I got distracted, but Larry is here. Larry Hodge, Larry's Geeky World. I think every Saturday he does his YouTube show, so check that out. Larry's Geeky World. We got Bat Force Grump in the house. Good morning, fellas. Omar says celebrity. Oh, no need. Thank you for the recognition. Oh, wait, never mind. You are a celebrity. You're celebrity to me, buddy. You are a Legion King also. Mm-hmm. Candyman. Hey, good morning, man. How's everyone doing today? Dude, I'm in a great mood today, man. We have a minor leak in our roof, but I'm not letting that. We put a bucket down and I walked around. Nothing I can do about it right now. I will tend to it later. Lucky Sprinkles. Good morning, Jen. How are you? It's a beautiful gray day here, says Candyman. Recon says 21 days until the inaugural Pac Northwest Legions meetup. 21 short days. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, be here before you know it.
Yep. Tango Toys. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hayes EHL. Good morning.
It's another new person that I don't recognize from the chat. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I've seen Hayes in the live, like Legion Kings and New to Mythics. I think he's there, but yeah, I'm glad that he's made the trip.
Heinrich's here. Brett says, Mark, you only get one titty joke. Really? I thought they come in packs of two. Maybe not. He says it's going to be June 13th and 14th.
Okay. Thank you, Recon. I appreciate that, Blake.
Yep. And Elric restock happens on June 20th from Savage Crucible Direct.
Nice.
Yeah, they had like some shipment come over, and then they had like a second shipment coming.
It's going to go hot. It's going to be quick. JD Gibson in the house. Good morning, gents. Good morning.
Yeah, Nikki is a phenomenal painter and a phenomenal person. I can confirm both of those things.
She's awesome. We got Mike in J Staten. Good morning, gents. Good morning. Good morning.
Brett also says 21 days to the Maryland Toy Show. Yep. Not to be outdone before any of those other ones happen. We do have IshCon coming up next week. And Steve is going to be there with Articulated Empire. So go to IshCon if you're in the Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina area. You'll just want to make sure that you get out to that. It is May 29th and 31st. And speaking of Savage Crucible, Harbinger Studios, I can confirm that they are going to have an exclusive drop at the show. And it's not what people are expecting. It's not going to be it's a smaller drop than what you think they would be dropping. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to give too much away. This is the one thing that I do know what it is. And I think all I can say is that it will be extremely affordable to where people can pick up multiples.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna need somebody who's going to pick me up a couple.
For sure. Definitely.
Yeah, Andy Sand says Nikki did the paint job for the Shield of Dazera, and that's a great figure. Pictures do not do it justice. That's absolutely correct. Yeah, she used to. So when I interviewed, this is a nice little segue into Meet the Collector. I interviewed Nikki last season on Meet the Collector, and I found out that before she became like a custom action figure painter, which led to her full-time job as an action figure painter, she was into reptile husbandry. Which means I will never go to Nikki's house as long as there are snakes in that thing.
Right.
Yeah, but she said she used to have a what they call a lavender reticulated python, which is what people refer to as that's the albino snake. And so she had painted up a lizard to match that and had it at her house. And I think Rob saw it on a live stream and was like, that's awesome. Let's make that an actual figure. And so she got to paint it. Lavender is not the outside of the snake, but the inside, because its mouth is kind of like purpley on the inside. And that's where the lavender part came from. And so, yeah, the outside of those snakes are like white, like an ivory color and a yellow. They're gorgeous. Like snakes are something that I can look at from afar and go, yeah, that thing's beautiful. And I want it to stay way over there, like
absolutely
through the screen, through the magic of the internet. But I do not want to be anywhere near them at all. I don't care how wonderful they are. I don't want to be near them. Heinrich says MomoCon. Yep, Wonderfest is in ATL this weekend. Big Greg and Diego are there. Matt Stein was there yesterday. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Cool show.
Yeah, MomoCon. Yeah, that's where the Horsemen are set up like right now. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Or a street team or something is there?
I think the actual Horsemen are there. But I could be wrong. I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, all right. Well, I think that's made it through. We've made it through the notes, the chat, the news, these upcoming shows. Oh, a little bit of news. I'm not going to say this is sad news. I'm just going to say that this happened organically and naturally, and it is just the nature of the beast. But that is that the Across the Toyverse podcast that I do with Scott, with my buddy Scott, we're no longer going to be doing that podcast. So Jeff, if he's in the chat, or if because Jeff is like our behind the scenes kind of like producer, he makes sure that those things get put out to the different podcasts. He's probably wondering why I haven't sent him files in about 6 weeks. And that is because like we recorded 15 episodes, and I think 13 are out, and we had recorded a 14th, and we recorded it back in March, and I just drug my feet and never got a chance to send it to him. So we have like this full lost episode that is still on my computer, and I still haven't edited or anything. And then Scott is trying to cut back on his action figure buying right now and trying not to like focus so much on getting new stuff, but enjoying what he has. And so he felt like he kind of felt like doing a podcast where he was keeping up with news with action figures was going to be severely impacted by the fact that he's not keeping up with news of what's new in action figures. And so he was just kind of like, I just don't know if I want to do it anymore. And it was very naturally, it just happened very natural, because when he told me, I was like, I don't think I want to do it anymore either. Like it just, no offense to him. As a matter of fact, he and I are still like, well, we're going to keep getting lunch, a couple times a month. We're still going to like open action figures and talk about them. We're just not going to record it and put it on. It had nothing to do. We did not have a falling out, nothing like that. Could be nothing further from the truth. Scott is still one of my dearest friends. I love him to death. It's just that I think he wants to spend his time doing other things. And it did kind of, we always had to do it during the day, during lunch. And that sort of, he's got a 9 to 5, I got a 9 to 5. So it was always kind of a pain to like figure that stuff out. We're not saying never. We're just saying like for right now, we're going to pause it. We're still going to keep the Instagram up, but it's just not going to be something that comes out. So we did record a 15th, which is our farewell episode. I am going to upload that. And so, we enjoy doing it. It's just that if it starts feeling like a chore, then nobody's having fun, and nobody's going to have fun listening to it. So it was starting to feel like a chore. So we're going to try to figure out some other way to do that. I may start doing more live. Well, not lives. I can't go live on Instagram until I get 1,000 followers, but you guys can help out with that. Spread the word, help me get to 1,000. I'll start doing more lives on Instagram, but I'm going to start uploading more long form content, maybe to Instagram, and maybe more content where I just sit in front of the camera and yak. Just talk to you guys about stuff. So we'll do that. But yeah, just wanted to talk about that. All right, so let's get into after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I did not announce a theme for today's show, but you guys might start seeing one emerge. So shout out when you do.
Prepare to receive cargo.
Kenner's Slave One comes with frozen Han Solo.
Is Han Solo completely frozen stormtrooper? Yes, Boba Fett.
Action figures each sold separately.
Place them in the prisoner retention unit.
Slave One has a rear loading ramp.
Prepare for takeoff. Check.
Movable cannons and gravity-operated wings that trigger lock.
On to Jabba.
Slave One with frozen Han Solo from Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
Man, that just that hits me in the feels. I love that.
Me too.
I am somebody who I consider myself to be very progressive, very liberal, very very liberal. I get the things that trigger other people. I have to say, I just as woke and as liberal as I am, the Slave One name doesn't bother me. I don't know. Like, it's not something that bothers me at all. It never has. I mean, I understand the argument is that I'm white and I'm coming from white privilege, and that I would never understand why the word slave is offensive. No, I get it. I do. But I think, I think George Lucas was trying to talk about different types of slavery. Right. And there are different types of slavery. There have been people who have been enslaved throughout our entire history. And I don't know if the term itself is like a super offensive term. Like,
I think it's
slave Leia was kept as a slave, I think
it's a word. I think it's the context that it's
right,
used under. But I think eliminating a word is, I think it's silly. I think it was a corporate decision. But
right. I mean,
whatever.
I get it. And I understand Disney's position in wanting to stay away from anything controversial. Like, I totally get it. I understand. But I mean, that ship is always going to be Slave One to me. And right. Then how they were able to turn that around in the prequels and make that name make sense, because it seems completely random, in the context of the original trilogy, but to turn that around and make it make sense in the prequels, like, I always thought that was great. I don't know. It's not something that, I do too. I've always thought it was just a badass name for a spaceship, and I read no more into it than that. There is no other connotation. But anyway, Freaks Figures is here. Welcome. He's like, sorry I was late. I was watching Mod Squad while working on the packaging for my limited edition Freak figure releasing later this year. Man, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Jersey said, doesn't bother me either. Yeah, right here, uncarded reviews. I'm Irish and my people were slaves. Yeah, I mean, there's been completely oh yeah, I've heard of this too. The master gear and the slave gear on the steering systems. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, that also comes in. I know that used to be a term that was used in like programming language and things like that. And yeah. Anyway, Disney staying away from controversy. Yeah. Every race on the planet has been a slave at some point. Absolutely. Yeah.
But I mean, great toy that was though.
Yeah.
That ship, it was sturdy. It was cool. It had the handle that you could hold. It had like the cockpit thing where you could rotate it so that he faced. That was really, I think it was really
pretty neat for the time.
Yeah,
sure,
very
absolutely.
Cool.
So
I heard
holds up to 40 Star Wars action figures.
Like new Squid Head and Emperor's Royal Guard, each sold separately. And besides the new C-3PO collector's case, there's a new Chewbacca bandolier strap. Fits over your shoulder for play and holds 10 action figures securely.
Like new Princess Leia Organic and Breeze, each sold separately. It even has pouches.
New C-3PO collector's case, Chewbacca bandolier strap, and action figures each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Sorry, I accidentally cut you off. You were in the middle of speaking and I hit play. My apologies, buddy.
No, that's fine. I was just going to say the people that were, I don't know who they were. I don't know their names or remember, but the people that were designing the ships for Lucas, I guess the guy was inspired by a light above the street light. And he used for the
Ralph McQuarrie.
I don't know if it was Ralph or somebody else. I'm not sure.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This bandolier is incredible. I actually have one of those. I have one of my bandolier. I had that as a kid. And it always set really high on me. I don't know why. But I actually still have one of those little cases, the two compartments where you could store toys. I actually still have one of mine. I don't know how in the world it survived, but I still have one, and it's in my retro Star Wars collection, which is currently boxed up. But this next commercial, dude, I'm telling you, this guy just, back in the 80s, they didn't give a shit. They just didn't care. Like, if they got stuff wrong, they're like, whatever, it don't matter. We're rolling with it. These days, man, they'd have that thing fixed and backup loaded on the internet in no time flat. But this one cracks me up. Let's see if you guys will laugh at the same thing that I laugh at this.
It's new AT-AT, the all-terrain armored transport from Kenner. Batteries not included, action figures each sold separately. You can make AT-AT walk. Its legs are big enough to crush obstacles. You can move AT-AT's head and pretend to scan for rebels. AT-AT has a cockpit for Imperial Commander and AT-AT driver and laser machine guns. When you push a button to fire the laser cannons, you activate battle lights and sounds. There's even a troop compartment. New AT-AT from Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
All right. Do you catch how he kept calling it AT-AT like that was his name? Like it's a person. You can move AT-AT's head. You can move AT-AT's legs. You can make AT-AT walk. Like, that's not his name, man. That's like, I just love that. Like, I just kept listening to that over and over again last night, cracking up. I was, you can move AT-AT's head.
I love those commercials.
AT-AT can sit down and take a poop.
Right.
Like, I love how they're like, you can make AT-AT walk, and the kids are literally making the legs move. It's like, yeah, that AT-AT doesn't move like that, man. Like, you can make AT-AT have to pay alimony if you want. I mean, like, it's just like the funny stuff. Like, you can make AT-AT walk.
Right.
You could. It doesn't do it on its own. I never had an AT-AT when I was a kid. I always thought that they were electronic and they moved on their own. But I never had one. I just assumed it did. I guess maybe it didn't. Did anybody have that as a kid?
I did. My friend had everything, so I just go to his house. But it was not something we really played with. It was almost like a play set or something. But it was cool though.
I just oh, crazy. I still have mine, but it's battle damage, but still works. Yeah, that was the cool thing about these vehicles is they were also play sets. Like, they would work in play features in the vehicle, so it's not just a vehicle. Like, I love that. Yeah, okay, there was a motorized version at some point. Okay, like I kind of remember there being one, but
I was more into the spaceships. I love the ships and stuff.
All righty. Cut myself off that time. I don't see Andy in the chat.
Quick with the trigger.
I am. I'm quick with these buttons.
He's sleeping in today, I guess.
Independent of my brain. All right, guys. All right. Let's see if anybody now. This short little cartoon had so many references that I had to pull 3 quick clips that I think do not in some way reference the world names that you would completely recognize. So somebody jump in here and see if you can. So this is their 3 complete random clips. It's not one full clip. So see if you can guess what this is.
He's on a collision course. Princess, we're in mortal danger from our own forces.
Doubt your kindness of this dumb creature. No lower life form is worth going hungry for, friend.
That's it. Oh, look who jumped in here and won. Look at this. Look at this guy. He got that one. Oh man, yeah. I was checking. I was like, man, I've really got to throw some cartoon in there. But we've done Ewoks recently. I think we did Ewoks just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
Like I know that we've done the droids cartoon before, and I was like, how can I do something cartoon related? I'm like, oh yeah, there's that Boba Fett clip.
That's the best part of that show was the animated stuff.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like Boba Fett's like a friend to the rebellion in that clip, you know, in this little short. Like he helps out Luke Skywalker, and they're like, I can tell you have no love for the Empire at the end, and he jet packs out of the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, very, very heavy metal. Like so this was drawn over a weekend.
B. Arthur rules. Yes, she does.
I don't get that reference, but it's funny.
She was in the holiday special.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. She was.
Art Carney also, I believe.
That's right. That is correct. Yeah, that's a fun cartoon. I have the Black Series Boba Fett painted up in the special.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's a fun.
They did a Hot Toys to that one too, I think.
Yeah, they did, dude. They did. Okay, so before we move on to wish list or PO'd or anything like that, I just wanted to, like, if we wanted to chat real quick, do you want to share any thoughts about Mando and Grogu before?
Yeah, let's do some spoilers before Curtis looks like he's going to see the movie. So
yeah,
the end. Let's just dive into it real quick before.
Yeah. So when he died, I thought that
right.
I'm just kidding. No spoilers. No spoilers.
We would not do
no
that.
Spoilers. Yeah. So I enjoyed it, but I love all things Star Wars. I say all the time, it's one of my go-to jokes. If they made a legal procedural drama about Jar Jar Binks in the Senate, I would watch it. It's just, that's how much I love Star Wars. You cannot put Star Wars in front of me and me walk away going, man, that was disappointing. Like, it's not, because I lived in a world where we had basically 6 hours of Star Wars, and that was all we were ever going to get. And then I lived in a world where we got 3 prequels, and that was all we were ever going to get. And now I have all kinds of Star Wars. So people can spend their time hating it all they want, but I lived in a time where I thought that's all there is, and that's all there'll ever be. And now I don't.
Yeah, I mean, for years it was just Return the Jedi. That was it. I mean, we were done. You know, as far as we knew, there was nothing else. And then, 98, Phantom Menace came, and that was just like, whoa. I mean, we have new Star Wars in our life. So I'm like you. Like, I will watch pretty much anything. I mean, there is some stuff on Netflix I haven't watched yet. But I just it transports me back to being a kid again. And this movie, I think, did that. I just have to remember that it's for kids. It's for, it's like a family thing. So it may not be exactly like, you know, because there's some cute things with Grogu, and I'm kind of like, oh boy, you know, like the new Ewoks or whatever. It's like, but
the little Azalians or
yeah,
whatever.
but they're cute. It's funny, you know, kids like that stuff. My wife thought it was hilarious. You know, I think if you like the show, then you'll like the movie. And I thought that it was very entertaining. It was fun, good CG. I think the only thing that I didn't really think was good CG was one of the huts that might have a prominent part in it. But, other than that, it was great. I loved seeing the Razor Crest. No spoilers because it was actually in the trailer.
It's in the trailer. If you don't know, the Razor Crest is back. Well, okay. The vehicle is back.
Right.
That style of vehicle is back. It's not the Razor Crest.
I love that
The Razor Crest was destroyed.
Yeah.
But yes, he does get a new one. And that's in the trailer. As a matter of fact, Lucasfilm's even released the clip online of Sigourney Weaver's character giving him offering it to him and saying, this is your payment for going on this mission if you take it. And if you don't get the ship. Like that trailer's, I mean, that clip is out there. They've already released it as an official clip.
Brett says Razor Crest.
And we have to remember that all these ships have names, you know, like the Millennium Falcon is like a Corellian spice freighter or something like that. Like it's like a
there's different classes
18
and
wheelers,
types.
you know.
They're like
it's not until
you know
you customize it and whatever, and then it becomes your ship, and then you can name it whatever. But exactly. So I enjoyed it.
I did too.
This is what I've been saying to all my friends over the last 48 hours. I do not know why this is a movie. I do not know why Lucasfilm looked at their schedule or Disney looked at Lucasfilm's schedule. I don't know who decided that 2026 was the year for a Mandalorian movie when we have been waiting for a fourth season of the show. This could have been season 4. I don't know why it wasn't. The only thing I can come up with, the only thing that makes sense to me in my mind, unless I get a chance to ask somebody and they tell me, or somebody asks them in an interview and it is explained, the only thing I can imagine is there has been no bounce back into theaters since COVID. Everybody thought after COVID, everybody gets better and everybody, gets back to doing things in person again, there'll be a bounce back to going back to theaters, and that has not happened. So the movie theater industry is suffering greatly. So to try to fix that, and they've been doing this for a long time, is they like to guarantee money. And how do they guarantee money? Is that you put more stuff into theaters that people have already paid to see. Like do a sequel, continue this on. Do a prequel, continue this on. That's why we're not getting new IPs. That's why we're not getting like new and original stories. They're just like, we need guaranteed money. We need to put out a movie that people are going to see, which is why it's very jarring, and it played before this movie, to see the live action Moana trailer. I don't know why we need that movie. It is a shot for shot remake with one of the exact same actors reprising his role, and it's in live action and versus animated, and it just came out within the last 10 years. It makes no sense for them to turn that into a live action movie, other than they're like, hey, you've already paid to see this movie once, pay to see it again. And that is also furthering this cycle of people not going to the movie theaters. You couple that with the fact that we're living in the greatest era of TV of all time. TV now has surpassed going to the movie theaters. The storytelling on TV right now is incredible. It cannot be beat. It's some of the best writing that you're ever going to find. Shows are cinematic. Shows feel like movies. And we don't have to leave our house and put on pants to have an experience now. We can experience it at home. And so I think the only thing I can think of is that Lucasfilm was like, okay, can we take this budget model that we have for the Mandalorian TV shows, how we shoot in this void, how we keep things small. We don't do a lot of location shooting. We build sets, but small sets, and extend it with the void. Can we make a big budget blockbuster experience on the big screen at the small scale that we film the shows, because the reason that they set up the show like that was the opposite. They're like, can we deliver a big budget experience on the small screen? How do we do that? And they figured out the technology to allow them to do that. And now the only reason I can think that they would put this in the theaters is because they're like, can we mimic that same look and feel of a big budget blockbuster movie, but on this smaller production scale? Therefore, the movie has to make less money, right? Because now a blockbuster has to make 2.5 times its budget to be considered successful. There's only a couple movies that are going to do that: Spider-Man, Odyssey, and Doomsday. That's it. Outside of that, no movie is going to make their budget back, unless you have a movie like this Obsession, this horror movie that cost $800,000 to make, and it's already made $12 million. So that movie is going to be a gargantuan success. In essence, making more of its money back than say Avatar or Doomsday, because it cost less than $1 million to make. And I think that's the only thing I can realize that would make sense for this to be in theaters.
I think also with movies, it's easier or they're more able to merchandise. You know what I mean? Like you do see merchandise for shows, for streaming stuff, but I think if there's a big movie, then Disney's like, okay, I can make, Moana merchandise and dolls and toys and popcorn buckets, and same thing with Mando. It gives them more opportunity to have this big tentpole event where they can sell more stuff. So I think it's about money, making more, having these events, and like someone said earlier, they don't have a lot of new ideas. So they're rehashing what they can, or making events so that they can put everything, put all their eggs and for merchandise and everything else in these event kind of things. So I think it's not about pleasing us. I think I was happy with the Mando show every every season, waiting for that. This seemed like, it seemed like more like a movie and less like a show, but it seemed like it was almost in episodes, if that makes sense. And people that have seen the movie will see, like, I'm like, oh, the movie's over, and then it would keep going, and I'm like, oh, this is the next chapter, this is the next, but visually, like there's creatures and stuff in it that really are next level, and some of them are really beautiful. There's a big creature in this movie, without spoiling, that I think looks beautiful in this
very well done
in this movie.
It's in the trailer.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. I try to avoid the trailers.
The white snake water dragon thing, it's in the trailer. Yeah,
gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It does feel very much like if you took 8 episodes of The Mandalorian and took out the most exciting parts of every episode and smushed them together into a 2-hour movie. That's what it feels like. It's just like that. You don't have to go into the movie having seen a single episode of Mandalorian and Grogu. It's not reliant upon any background information. And it does not set up anything for the future. It is a self-contained, standalone mission that he goes on. And I love that. I think that's exactly what it needs to be. It's a serialized, it doesn't tease anything coming up. There's no big revelations, no big hidden bad guy pulling the strings that they, next adventure, next movie, next season. No, it's just a self-contained, no post-credit scenes. You don't have to stay after the credits roll. Like, you can get up and roll if you need to, if you got to go to the bathroom. I'm telling you, man, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. I think the pacing is really good. Like, it's like action. It is, action. Yes. There is a little bit where the movie completely grinds to a halt about 2/3 of the way through. And then there's, after that little, 10-minute interlude, then it's like action all the way through the end. I don't think that's bad pacing. I think that that's a necessary narrative moment that the movie had to have. It's like a little side quest that the characters go on. And
I like that, though. It was kind of jarring, because it's like, action, 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 and then it pauses. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how long is this going on for? But once it like
Right.
changes into a different gear, it was kind of a cool, like, how long is this going to last? But it was a cool,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you noticed, there was some kind of Ralph McQuarrie-esque. Okay.
Yeah, I one of the things that I love about Favreau and Filoni tackling a movie together is that they both have such a love for the original trilogy and stuff that was used, and then maybe not used, because there's a race of characters in this film, and this is a part where I won't spoil it. There's a race of characters in this film that, from what I understand, were originally sketched out for A New Hope, but were discarded.
Mm-hmm.
And then an action figure was made of this race. The toy was super popular, and therefore they added that character into Return of the Jedi because the toy was very popular. And now that race of characters has an entire sequence, 2 entire sequences in this film. And that is really cool, and that's really neat to see. So yeah, I love the fact. Also, there you have to pay really close attention to some voice actors in the film, because there's some cool little hidden Easter eggs with some of the voice actors.
Absolutely.
And that was pretty neat. And one of the things, and they don't really name them in the cast at the end. I was like, I want to see who did this voice, and I want to see who did this voice, and then those characters were never even named in the credits. And but they're all 3 of those characters that I'm talking about are all shown in the trailers. They're all in the trailers, so I'm not spoiling anything to say that. But yeah, there's some cool stuff going on. Definitely Google the cast when you come out, because they're not gonna put it in the credits, and that was pretty neat. Oh, this is sweet. This is Darla. Curtis is driving, but wanted me to say goodbye to everyone. Absolutely. I think if you like Star Wars, you're going to enjoy it. That's what I think. And if you don't like Star Wars, this isn't going to change your mind. All right. So I do want to say one other thing, because we always try to keep this about toys. I find the selection of Black Series figures that they made from this movie to be completely bizarre.
I didn't see any.
All right, so there's a new Mando and Grogu deluxe pack that came out.
Of course, there is.
You get him. He comes with a sword, and he comes with that new rifle that he uses in the blink and you miss it moment in the movie, and that's it. And then there's General Ward or Lieutenant Ward, whatever Sigourney Weaver's character's name is, but the figure is her in an X-wing suit. So there's that. Then there's a Remnant Stormtrooper, a Remnant. An exclusive Remnant Stormtrooper to Target, a Remnant Stormtrooper with a shoulder pauldron, a Remnant Snowtrooper, and is there anybody else?
So they're looking at figures that would make money, as opposed to.
And all of those characters in those suits all appear in the first 5 minutes of the movie,
right? And
that's it, and you never see them again. And that's something else that I hate. It's like I was watching the movie going, that guy would have made a good action figure. That guy would have been cool to have as an action figure. Why didn't they give us that guy? There was at least 3 of those characters that I was like, back in the prequel era, all of those characters would have had an action figure.
Right. I mean, maybe
they're like
in time, I guess. But
I hope that what it was they were like, we want to get these figures in stores to get people excited for the movie, because they were like 3 weeks before the film came out, 4 weeks before the film came out. But now after the movie's out, now we'll put out the other ones because we don't want to spoil things. But I don't know, man.
They need to do that Hunter character.
Yes. Embo. He's from Clone Wars. He's in the trailer.
I was going to say he looked familiar. I feel like
he's in the Clone Wars. Yep.
Okay.
Embo.
I need to rewatch that. Yeah. The hat looked familiar to me.
Yeah. I will also say that it is crazy to see. My wife and I went to go see this last night in IMAX on Friday night, the night it come out, at 9:15. My wife and I where maybe 17th and 18th people in the theater. There's maybe 20 people in that theater. That's it.
Really? In IMAX?
It was nobody.
Mine was
it was
full capacity.
7 years ago, prior to COVID, when Rise of the Skywalker came out, you're standing in line for hours. People are dressed up in costumes. Like, it's an event. The theater's packed. In 99, when Star Wars came out, the prequel,
that was insane.
Phantom Menace, people were out for a week, sleeping in front of theaters for a week.
Yeah, it was
a global event. It was covered on a newscast.
Yeah, I couldn't get
20 people in theater.
I couldn't get a ticket until 2. That because they were selling out. Boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, I want to see it. Thursday night, 2 a.m. But when I saw the Lucasfilm and the the trombone or the trumpet, like burp, and then it has them. Oh, I love that, man. And then
something else. I'm gonna say this. If there's one thing, because I said earlier, you're not going to put Star Wars in front of me and I'd be disappointed. Let me tell you the one thing about Star Wars that disappoints me, besides their fans, because they're terrible, is the fact that they've gotten rid of the opening crawl. Like in the movies, like with the text like going by on screen. I miss that so much. That to me is one of the defining characteristics of what makes a Star Wars film a Star Wars film, is they're all done like that. And I understand that they decided, hey, if it's not part of the main saga, the legacy
I was just
sagas,
about to say that,
then we're not going to do it. And I don't care. Okay. So we're outside of the main saga now. We're no longer talking about the Skywalkers, the Palpatines, the Kenobis. We're outside of all of that. Does that mean no Star Wars movie in the future ever will have an opening crawl? I don't know whose decision that was, but I know there's been enough turnover and there's enough people in charge now that maybe we can start to change that. And I want that back. I miss that. I need it. I don't care if it's yellow. I don't care if it's blue.
I think Rogue One was the one that didn't, or did they?
Rogue One didn't. Solo didn't. Mando doesn't. I mean, they all have the little text,
I love
tell
you
what's going on.
I do love the crawl also.
Yeah, I miss it. I need it.
Satisfying. But thumbs up for Mando.
Yeah, it's a great
better
film.
than
if
I
you
was
enjoy the
hoping.
show, you're going to enjoy them. Yeah. Omar says, my opinion is this: no more Star Wars movies. Stick with the episodic programming on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to see that go away in my lifetime. It's hard.
I
to
love
say
going to the movies, though. I love seeing big event movies. Excited for Odyssey, Supergirl. I know Omar's very excited for Supergirl happening soon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, dude, if you like Darth Maul, like, there's no shortage of Darth Maul on the small screen.
I need to go see that series. I heard it was good.
Yeah, everything's great so far. All right, back to the regular. Let's do wish list. If you guys feel my energy drop, it's because I've run out of coffee and I don't want to get up and go get more. I desperately
You need a big
Yeti. I need one of those. All right. If you guys haven't guessed it, this is pretty much an all Star Wars themed episode.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Shout out to Andy or Heinrich for sending me this. Somebody always sends me, both of them always send me a lot of stuff for this, and I love it. There's a lot of really cool stuff on here. There's some stuff on here. I had this Dagobah playset when I was a kid.
Did you?
Nice. Yeah, man. I love that thing. I loved it. It's so awesome.
I love
now I can't.
Sets.
I do too. Now I can't remember. This is going to be one of those Mandela effects where I think I have a memory of something that may not actually be true. But I had this Dagobah playset, and I need somebody in the chat who also had this to help me out here. I had this Dagobah playset, but I also had the Swamp Tree playset from the Swamp Thing. And I know for a fact that the Swamp Tree playset from the Swamp Thing had on the top, it had where where the top of this is, and the same spot on the other one, the foam was cut in a way to where your character could sink down in the mud, and then you could use his grappling arm to grab the tree branch and pull him up out of the mud. Something tells me that this playset had that same feature, that the top of this had foam and it was cut, and you could sink the character down into the. Am I remembering that from the Swamp Thing playset, or did this have that as well? Can somebody in the chat tell me, because I don't remember.
I know I had the foam thing, but I don't know about the grappling out of it part.
No, it didn't have that. That was specific to that Swamp Thing and the tree, because there was one Swamp Thing that has the arm that you could pull out, and then it would like pull him back. You could do that in that. But I think I remember that this Dagobah playset had the foam at the top where you could sink down. Maybe I'm not. Maybe. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. There you go. All right.
There you go.
Thank you. If we're misremembering, then I'm misremembering with Omar as well. But dude, you know what would be fun is look at this little square over here with the 4 sets of 4 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you can only get 2 of those sets. Which one are you taking?
Oh,
Q, R, S, or T?
Probably Q for sure. Oh, you got P also above that. Q.
Oh yeah,
and probably S.
Ooh, good guys and bad guys.
T is also good, man. Yeah, Q for sure.
And T is so good because you got like a bad guy, a good guy, a bad guy.
Yeah,
that's a
good. I'd probably S and Q, I think. For other stuff, I would definitely get my Falcon again, because that was just a play set and a ship, and the Snow Speeder was probably one of my all-time favorites. And
I never had one as a kid.
You never had one? Oh, there's a little button, so you hold it like from the back. And then this is bad. This doesn't seem right. Plus my finger's going like this. But anyways, there's a little button on the back, and you press it and it makes a sound, and then the little laser things light up. Nice. And it had the grappling thing, and it was just a great ship. So that for sure, and the Slave one, and I would be happy for the rest of my life.
Well, I would want to get that Death Star playset. I never had that as a kid. That looks so.
That's one of the things I did have, and it was just kind of okay. It was a fun playset. Fun playset.
I'm with you. Like down there on the bottom, I think I'm gonna get Q and T because I love like the Snow Troopers. And man, I got to tell you, they're also in the trailer, but there are some new Snow Troopers. There are 2 new Snow Troopers in this movie, in the Mando Grogu movie. You see one where they have the old Ralph McQuarrie style helmets.
Yeah.
And then you see one of them reach down and grab the cloth piece and like lay it across his mask and attach it. And then it becomes like the Snow Trooper faceplate that
I didn't notice that.
It happens at the very beginning. Yeah, it's when they're inside the inside AT-AT's belly when AT-AT is walking. And they're running around, and one of them runs to camera, and he's got the Ralph McQuarrie head, and he grabs the side and pulls it across and snaps it. And so you get the old and you get the new. I thought that was awesome. They make that as a vintage collection figure. They don't make it as a Black Series, and I only collect Black Series. So I'm hoping that one comes out in a second wave. And then they have a Snow Trooper with the Shore Trooper helmet, which I love that helmet. And
yeah,
they do a Black Series of that. That's really cool. From here, I'd probably take the Death Star playset. I definitely would have to get one of those AT-ATs so I can make AT-AT walk and make AT-AT's head move and play AT-AT's belly. And that Dagobah playset, man, just give me all the playsets. I love playsets. They're so dope.
Playsets are fun. Good choices.
I'm looking at the I love that Yoda puppet. Yeah, man, that thing. I had a friend of mine who had that, and he had like real soft hair, like at the top. Just put his little hair.
I can see little young Trevor, like
combing his hair,
and stroking his. Yeah.
Yep. I never had the C-3PO carrying case. I had this Vader carrying case.
Yeah, I didn't.
Lost it to time. I don't know if we sold it in a garage sale or whatever, but now I have a C-3PO one, and I love it. It's not vac metal. It's just like that marbled gold plastic, but I still like it. But yeah. All right. Let's get that out of here.
Good stuff.
What's next? Oh yeah, PO'd. Stroking is what?
Right. That's why I stopped talking.
All right, let's talk about some pre-orders that we have coming up that we're excited about. So here's yours.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I'm in love. So good.
Yeah, this is a great figure. Even if you're like me and you don't know anything about Elric at all, you're going to enjoy this figure. This is just a badass action figure. Like, you're going to enjoy it no matter what.
I cannot wait.
And if you have a love for Elric, you're most definitely going to love this figure.
I didn't know Steve Mank had some. If I would have known Steve Mank was going to get some, I would have pre-ordered from him.
Ooh, does he currently still have some?
No, he sold out a while ago.
Dang.
But yeah, I would have had one already. So,
nice. Yeah,
my
that's
bad.
Good stuff. One of the pre-orders that went up this week for me, that was a no-brainer, instantaneous. I don't pre-order a lot anymore. I think I probably have like maybe 15, 20 things on pre-order, various sites across the interwebs. But I'm trying not to pre-order as much anymore. Like, just if I miss it, I miss it. And I'm only going to go after stuff that I really, really, really know I want to add to my collection. And so this came up this week. I pre-ordered it instantly.
Cool.
Man, I loved this as a kid. I did not have it as a kid, but my best friend had it, and I played with it at his house all the time. And man, this thing is so dope. Yep, you can load the slime in his head and like let the slime ooze out down to over whatever character you want to put in. You can move the arms around, and so they can grab the character, so they kind of are articulated. So I am the slime Hordax slime pit. Man, I can't wait for this. This looks so good. Lots of really cool Masters of the Universe stuff coming out.
That's gonna be fun. Fun movie. I know Brian Carr's really excited.
Yeah, for sure. Did everybody? Did you see that the Hot Toys has teased He-Man and Skeletor? Oh man.
You gonna pull the trigger?
No, God, no. I try not to buy. I don't own a lot of Hot Toys, and I can only foresee myself pre-ordering one more, and that's the final swingsuit Spider-Man they teased this week.
I just saw that. Yeah, I just saw that.
I'm wondering, did they because this is a remake of an older figure they've already done when No Way Home or Far From Home, whatever the No Way Home came out. But this makes me wonder, if they're putting it out now, does this mean they're not going to do one from Brand New Day where the blue is not as shiny? It's a little more matte. So now I'm wondering, are they going to do? But this one looks great. So
they pump out a lot of Hot Toys and Spider-Man. So
yeah,
I'm really
super popular.
That Han Solo, the Empire,
yeah,
and then the Empire / Return Han Solo. Man, I really.
Yeah, that one looks
great. I want that one.
Even that Princess Amidala, I saw that you shared that this week. She looks incredible.
The red.
Yeah, the queen in the dress. Yeah, I have no intention of getting it, but man, it looks great.
Very cool. Got Rob in the house. Rob Zamora.
Yeah, we saw Ray Paz showed up as well.
Yeah.
He said Happy Memorial Day, everybody. But then, yeah, Rob looks like he was invited to go see a private screening down in Hollywood. And yeah, that's awesome. Dude, heck yeah. Hope you got some good stuff at Monster Palooza.
What's the screening, I wonder?
I'm sure it's Mando. I'm sure that's what. Or maybe He-Man. Maybe he's talking about He-Man. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know. It's coming up. It's just about 2 weeks away, right? It's June 5th. It's right around the corner.
I think Brian bought like 3 tickets, 3 different showings.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's stoked.
Hot Toys teased a quarter scale artisan Mando. I did not see that. That's awesome. That's really cool. Hayes says, yeah, they will 100% have a new Spidey figure. Oh, of course. But see, I wonder, like, will they announce it 3 years from now? Like, I don't know. That's because they do that.
Yeah.
Rob says, yeah, for He-Man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've watched a couple of non-spoiler reviews from people who went to the premiere and you know, like Jay Gladfelter from Geek Dad Life. And in his non-spoiler review, he said that there are characters that the fans are going to be happy to see that are not shown in any trailer. He's like, there are characters they have not shown you. And I'm like, yes, I'm ready for that. Like, I can't even imagine a world where there's one day where we're probably going to go and see a He-Man movie and Snout Spout is going to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be live action robotic metal head dude squirting water at bad guys. And I'm going to be like, I don't know what world we live in where we actually got to see this in my life. Insane. Heinrich says he owns 2 Hot Toys and they're both Boba Fett. Boba Fett. I'll tell you a funny story. My wife has a friend of hers at work who is a Star Wars fan, and she has, I think they're 2 cats, and she named one of their cats Bulba, Bulba. And when my wife asked her, why is your cat named Bulba? She said, from Star Wars. And my wife goes, no, I don't. And she goes, Boba Fett. And she's like, it's Boba, Boba. And she goes, no, it's Bulba. My wife goes, okay. I'll have you know, I've known this person for about 3 or 4 years, and I say hi to her. My wife would never wanted to tell me the story because she's like, I can't tell you because if I tell you, you're gonna look at her different. I go, I do look at her different.
I do, yeah, for sure.
I do. Bulba.
No,
not even close. That's okay. I dated a girl once, and she thought it was Dark Vader.
I've heard that. Yeah, Dark Vader. Yeah,
we didn't last long.
You gotta cut her loose.
Yeah,
unless you can kind of coach her,
bring them around.
Yeah,
it's a lost cause. There's no bringing that around. There's no fixing that.
Valid.
All right.
Did you see Rocco?
Oh,
Boba Fett.
That's the joke because they work in animal anatomy, and that's exactly the joke. As my wife's like, you mean like vulva? I wasn't going to say that, but yes, that's the joke she made. Was we know better? It's Bulma. Absolutely. All right, man. Let's do this part right here. This is one of my favorites. I love this segment. All right. If you are close to the age of 50, some member of your family, your mom, your aunt, or your grandma had one of these. The question is, did it have sweet tea in it or Kool-Aid? I got to know.
Kool-Aid.
Mine was, we had one of these in our refrigerator growing up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they only made one color of these things. Like it was this color. That's the color that mine was.
I like the lid for like freshness. I mean, that Kool-Aid was gone. It was gone that day. So I don't need the lid.
Yeah, it had a little suction cup, like you could press it and it would like unsuction. And so I gotta know, man.
That stuff's eternal too. I mean, it's eternal. Like it'll always work.
Andy says, my wife has one. Like to this day. Heck yeah, man. Yeah. See, I grew up. Yeah. See, we moved to the South when I was like 10, 11. And and that's where this came from. And it was, Southern sweet tea, man. This is what it was always in my house.
Fake OJ.
Hey, I remember that. Yeah, look at this Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. Oh, iced tea because we're Italian. Yeah, mine had Winn-Dixie wannabe Kool-Aid in it. Sadly, frozen orange juice. Yeah, we used to get Tang all the time. I love Tang.
Yeah, me too.
I know people who don't like it. They're like, it's orange water. I'm like, no, man, it was like orange sugar Tang.
It was kind of exotic, because we're used to Kool-Aid. So we had Tang. It was like something different,
Oh, wait a minute now. We're getting some color variations. Had a yellow one for Kool-Aid and a brown one for sweet tea. Okay.
No confusion. There we go.
There we go. 1/6 shooter. Ours is might have been olive green. There we go. Maybe they had 4 or 5 colors. Oh, came in yellow, orange, and green. There we go. Oh man. But see, here's the thing though. everybody in this chat had one. Like, that's the thing. It's like everybody had one of these in their house, and that's what I love about it. It's like you see that and you go, I had that. Yeah, go and follow I Remember That Shit on IG, man. That's where I get a lot of this stuff from.
That
I'm
breakfast
like,
looks
that's
pretty
so
good,
eternal.
right?
Yeah,
that breakfast is looking good.
I know, right? I haven't had my breakfast. This is all I have for breakfast every day. Two or three of those. All right, where are we? Oh, this will be a quick segment today. I got a small haul.
Me too. I'm okay with that.
What do you got this week? How many things?
2 or 3.
All right, yeah, I got 2 or 3. Kick us off, man.
Okay. I got these a while ago. I don't think I showed them off, but it's basically, or maybe I did. I don't know. Exile parts.
Oh yeah, you've been collecting those like crazy.
Yeah, I got the legs, everything but the.
Why didn't you just order like 3 or 4 2-packs?
I didn't want the male dwarf, and I should have.
Dude, we could have traded. I want more male dwarves.
I want more female dwarves.
Dang. All right, we're gonna have to make this work out.
I need the butt part. I don't have the butt part.
Everybody needs more butt part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run the gamut this week. I'm gonna go from clearance up to high end.
Okay.
I haven't gone into a store in my area and purchased something in over a month. Like the last thing that I walked into a store and bought, I was with Omar in Jacksonville for SmackDown, and we went into Mythical Mountain, and I bought this guy, the Heels and Faces CM Punk. This is like the last thing that I bought in a store was this guy. So I was kind of fiending for like, I need to walk into a store and buy something. I hate that feeling because I feel like I'm going to like buy something I don't want or need just to fulfill that itch, you know? But I went into my Walmart, my local Walmart this week, and they had done a complete reset of the entertainment collectibles section, and there was a lot of stuff back there that was now missing. So I was like, oh, I hope it's up on the clearance aisle. So I went to my clearance aisle and I found the Phantom of the Opera Mask of the Red Death, Lon Chaney Phantom, and look, it was on clearance for $15.50. I was like, heck yeah, because I've actually been wanting this guy. But I didn't want to pay like $40 for him. And this guy is pretty freaking incredible. Like, I've done a couple of photographs with him this week.
Wow.
But this is the Lon Chaney looking off to the side head. The hat is removable. He's got, look at that right back there. That's how we're rolling.
That would be if I let my hair grow out, I would look like that.
Yeah. Look at this. He's got this massive red cape, which I kind of feel like, I mean, I didn't buy this for parts, but I'm like, you'd spend $15 for a cape off of eBay this size. And it's got these little jewels all the way down. And it's wired on the edges, but not the bottom. And he comes with 3 different heads. The hat fits on like all 3 of them.
I could put that on this guy right here.
Yeah, right? Like, look at this. This guy is like, bitch, better have my money. Yeah, this figure's great, man.
Those
like, and for $15.50, get out of here.
Those NECA monster figures, like I bought the Christopher Lee Dracula. Dude, that figure is premium. The head sculpt, the cape. Like, it's a great figure, man.
It's one of the few things that I think NECA does really well is likenesses, paint. And the thing is with all of the Universal monsters, they don't pose that well. They get into the poses they need to, but those figures don't need to have high-end articulation. And so the articulation doesn't bother me at all. Like when you can't, like it doesn't have double jointed arms or knees, and it doesn't need to because those characters didn't do any of that weird stuff. Right. They didn't get into these aren't Jackie Chan films, you know?
Right.
So like, I'm glad I found this guy and I was super happy. I was like, oh man, that's easily some of the best $15 I've ever spent.
Yeah, that cape is nice. I like that cape. Oh, sorry. My turn.
Omar said, I found the same Phantom figure at the same price, but elected to get the Motu minifigures that are like $10 each. They had Skeletor and the Skeleton Knights. Speaking of those, I saw somebody on Instagram take that core Beast Man that's $10 and then paint it up like like the old school, like add orange to the fur and then blue to like some more parts of the body and armor. And it looked incredible enough to where I'm like, I think I'm going to buy that Beastman and do that. But I really do want them to make, I can't wait for the second wave or third wave of these Motu Chronicles figures. I need Beastman, man, so bad. There's a lot I'd like to get, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Check this out. Travels and Conversations. Hey, from India, just ordered my Santa Terrifier. I need a brand to now pick up Mortal Kombat. Yeah, right? Like good Mortal Kombat figures for sure. Jada, make it happen.
Make it happen. That's right.
That Santa Terrifier looks terrifying.
Absolutely. Is that from one of the movies? Third one, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of them.
I saw the second one. I got this on a trade. Very excited for this. I do want to change out his hands. I know it's, the same as the original, but I just want to give him regular brown gloved hands. Is that wrong?
No, I think that'd be dope. I haven't even really thought about that.
Yeah. I just don't like the claw thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, very excited for this figure.
So Storm Collectibles had the license for a while. I think they were making Mortal Kombat 2 figures because I remember they made Reptile and they made Kung Lao, who's my favorite character. I think they made Baraka. So they made all the new characters. But it was a scale I really didn't collect. It's a little bit larger than 6-inch, almost 7-inch for those figures. And yeah, those were great, but I need somebody like Jada to pick up that line,
Right.
Affordable in retail, looking good, moves great. Like, yeah, I need that. Hey, there's Pickle D. Hello.
Alberto.
Yeah.
Too. Alberto.
Yeah. Christopher Lee Dracula is an amazing. Vincent Price is so
Really?
good. I didn't pick up Vincent Price. I wanted to, but the only one I've seen in stores is the black and white one. And I don't buy any of the black and white figures. I always get the color ones for some reason. I don't know why.
It's a good line, man. The classic monsters, really, really good figures. Like you said, though, the articulation is kind of meh, but I mean,
yeah, it could do what it needs to do, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's my clearance pickup of the week.
You're next, buddy.
Oh, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I just did Did you do one after the NECA?
Yeah, I did. Antiphilus.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't. Sorry, my brain.
Right.
This shipped from Hasbro, and I'm super excited about it. It is the
Nice.
Muse and Bullseye 2-pack. I am glad to have this. I'm not sure. They must have the one from the show coming. Otherwise, I don't understand why they would have packed this one in with Muse, since Muse. I mean, I understand this is comic Muse and not specifically the way he looked in the show, but he looked pretty good in the show. Close enough to where I don't need two different ones, but I do kind of wish this one was more like the Bullseye in the show. I have a custom one I made out of an Action Force figure, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do a review of this week. So we'll be talking about those. But yeah, I'm excited to have both of those figures.
Heck yeah. I did a trade with my good buddy Kirby and came home with this when I did a meetup. Jobara. Very excited about this figure.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I have her. Yep.
I like that Gadriel head. Very cool.
Oh, is that who that is? I did not know.
Yep. Very excited for this. Looking forward to opening.
Sorry, I had a buddy of mine just send me a text, and he sent me an image, and I want to share it. So let me see if I can pull this up.
What you got?
Uh-oh. Where did it go? Give me just 1 second.
So people in the chat, how are you guys feeling about the new Cosmic, the Harazone Ox Crew 2? I think it's a great wave. I don't have them all, but the ones I've got are amazing so far. Looking forward to opening them. Don't have room on my shelf, but that's okay. I'll make room.
All right. Let me see. I've got it on my
computer
computer now. Yeah, so let me see if I can. Let me add this to our. Sorry, guys, I hate doing this in the middle of a show, but it looks like we just got a reveal, breaking news of the next wave of. So Curtis is going to be sad he missed this. The next wave of Kenner styled superpowers McFarlane figures. So it looks like we're getting Old Man Hal Jordan, the Eradicator, Cyborg Superman, Power Girl, Supergirl, and then alternate. Somebody tell me what kind of Robin that is. I don't remember that Robin. I can't name what that Robin is like off the bat.
It's a nice way.
I'm gonna send this to Curtis real quick in the middle of the show so that I don't forget to do it later. I know he's on his way.
Stefan says, no cosmic for me. And Brett has not opened any of his cosmics. You should. They're a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
Chow with
Bungie
is a great set.
That's exactly what I thought. I was alternate Earth Robin. Yeah, Earth 2 Robin. There you go. Those are going to be exclusive to, I believe, Entertainment Earth. And maybe we'll get one more series out, maybe two before this is the only thing that I'm sad to see McFarlane lose when it comes to the DC licenses. I love Kenner Superpowers. This is my favorite toy line of all time. Dang. All right. What else do we got here? My last pickup. Pickup. I've had this.
I got one more.
It seems like I've been paying on this figure for like 2 years, but I finally paid it off, Sideshow, and they finally got it in and they finally shipped it to me. And I'm super excited because this is my favorite Captain America suit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That is the Hot Toys Captain America Winter Soldier Stealth Suit 2.0.
Nice.
I think I'm going to do a review of this figure, but I did pull out the two heads, so I did want to show them off. So here is the first.
Nice. I could do this
Chris
all day.
Evans head. I could do this all day. And he has 3 swappable lower face plates. So that's cool. And then he does have like a really awesome like head portrait. So I don't know.
Wow, that looks great.
Come on. Focus in. There we go. So I don't know. Like he looks great with the helmet off. He looks great with the helmet on. I don't know what to do. I know I can always have him holding the empty helmet. I could because he comes with it, but still, I don't know, man. What about you? How would you display a Captain America?
Probably with the mask, helmet on.
Yeah, I think so.
But I would probably, keep it nearby so I could just switch it out if I want to. But
yeah, I love the stealth suit version of Captain America. That Winter Soldier is my favorite.
Such a
Marvel movie.
It's a great movie.
I just absolutely love it. The choreography. It was the first one that the Russo brothers did. That opening sequence where he lands on that tanker and is taking out those bad guys, and like every shot's a kill shot. Like there's no wasted movement on any. Like every guy is a single shot takedown, and then he fights Batroc. Man, I just absolutely. That was awesome. He goes, yeah. He's. I don't think you're anything without that shield, and he's like, let's find out. He puts it away. Oh, I just love the swagger of Cap in that movie.
Confident
that knife. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but yeah,
the
for
knife
sure.
fight with Winter Soldier, the music, how that movie plays like a political thriller, but also like a crime drama, like Heat. Oh.
Russos are really good directors. I don't think I've seen anything bad from them.
They really are. That was their first Marvel movie, and I think when they hit. Like with that movie, that's when Feige was like, "Ooh, let's let these dudes take over everything because they're incredible.
Let them fight.
Let them fight."
Yeah, I just rewatched Endgame.
Oh yeah,
and man, it was better. Just watching it again, I'd forgotten about it, and it was so good.
William Houston said, "Articulated Empire hasn't sent any of my cosmic figures.
No worries.
I'm worried. Do not worry."
He's solid gold. The Mank is the man.
Yeah, he is nowhere near like Empire Toy Shop. like Milo, like he is going to get it out as fast as possible. If he hasn't gotten it out, it's because of this right here. Dude is always on the road traveling.
But
He's
shoot
always
him a
moving.
message. You know, if you're worried, William, shoot him a message. I'm sure he will lay it to rest.
Right. Absolutely. Do not fear. Okay, so that's it. That's all my pickups, my guy.
I got one left.
Okay, good.
Just got this yesterday from my buddy Sven Guerrera. Got my only Infinite Legions. Did not get Faden. Kind of thought about it. I kind of like the colors, but this one really spoke to me. Brian had one, so I checked that one out, and I really liked it. So, yeah, thank you to Sven Guerrera.
That's the one I got. Thanos.
Yeah, Thanos.
Properly corrected many times.
Yep.
Did you see that you could go to O'Neill Designs right now and you can pre-order the translucent Faden and Thanos, and they are color matched to the little heads that come in those packages. So that's pretty cool. So like those, they have like the little head, and you can plug it in, and it looks like a hologram on their wrist, right? But those heads are the same Glyos plug that fits on the bodies. It's a Glyos compatible, so those little heads also fit on the little bodies. So you can plug in one of those little heads, and now they have a little body.
I feel like you've enabled yourself to buy them, or one of them.
Yeah. Do I have? Yeah, but I have only one.
You only have one Glyos?
No. I probably have like 8 Glyos, but I only have one of the Faden Thanos. And this is this was the scaphoid colors. You can see I missed 2 spots in the back, but I painted all the green pink so that it matched that figure that you just showed.
Nice.
So yeah. All right. Oh, there he goes. He said, Brett said he got
somebody was
all right.
Yeah.
Let's do our unboxings. And you and I are going to be unboxing the same thing. Antiphiles. Even though I have already unboxed mine.
Of course you did.
I couldn't wait.
I know.
Couldn't wait. This even ties into the Masters of the Universe, it being a buzz-off tribute. So let me ask you this. Do you think this is the last Motu tribute that we'll ever get? This one and the Phantom Trooper that came out?
I do.
Yeah,
maybe.
I kind of feel that as well. I kind of feel that because Masters, especially with the new movie, is having such a resurgence right now. And I do know that people have explained to me many times that the Four Horsemen sort of get a pass with their tributes because they've contributed so much to the Masters brand over the years with all the different lines that they've sculpted. But I know that they kind of get a pass, and people have said that. But I'm glad about that. I'm glad they do. But I still kind of think it might just be, I don't know.
I think, since Horsemen are getting bigger, before they were kind of a smaller toy line. And I think they're friendly with Mattel. But like you said, with the movie and stuff, there's other property ownerships or whatever going on. So I don't know. I mean, there might be, but
I would very much love for them to prove me wrong. I would very much love for it to continue in some way. I do know that Jeremy has said in the past that they're going to ease up on them. I don't, I think he left the old Jeremy. There's always a chance, I think he left the door open, but I think he was trying to get us to stop expecting it, that it's just going to continue. I think you're right, dude. I think putting some regular hands on this guy would be awesome because these are great, but they do kind of look like he's wearing big gloves,
Yeah, I had thought that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and get, I have some regular brown leather gloves. So I'm going to try and put those on him and see how it looks.
This head is great, but
is
I
great.
gotta tell you, this right here is pretty freaking incredible.
You got to have that. That's the way to do
That's
it.
pretty awesome. Let's get the mandibles and the antenna on this guy. I'm interested. Are you gonna do the head or the helmet? What are you?
Helmet.
Oh, you're going helmet.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Where
so
are
it
the
does look like the
mandibles?
antenna are keyed, so it does look like they only go in. Oh, yeah, those go in snug. That's nice. I only have one of the bugs.
Oh, it looks like I don't have I'm missing an antenna.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, there was only one in there.
So I chose to go with the open mandibles.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go open. Let's try the other one. Let's try closed. Thanks to the Four Horsemen for labeling these things left and right. I don't like the guesswork.
Omar's being funny. Ah, not the plastic in the mic.
That's for our people in Jersey.
That's right.
Should I explain that? Should I explain that or
Sure.
just keep letting it be a joke?
Sure, you
Okay.
can.
When I'm not trying to start trouble, but here's the thing. When you're petty for no other reason other than just being petty and you attack my friends, I don't like that. And everybody will tell you I'm a nice guy, but I've got a wicked sense of humor and I got a bad mouth on me. I don't like it when people pick on my friends. And what's his name? I can't even remember the guy's name. The Jersey Maniac, is that his
Jersey
name?
Maniac, yeah.
Jersey Vape Pen. When he went after you and he dug into you, he was like, and the unprofessionalism of this guy.
Yeah.
Like opening his packages in the microphone. You don't do that.
Better. Do better.
The meanwhile, he's like blowing smoke into the mic.
Yeah.
He's like, open the packages off screen.
Omar's sent me a text and he's like, Greg, check your floor or the box. It happened to me and I looked down and it was on the floor. So don't have to worry. I don't have to make a post about it. Thank you, Trevor. I was going to make a post in the Cabal. Now I don't need to. I do have both antennas. So
yeah, I think you should definitely
safe.
go to the Cabal and complain.
I should complain about the tape being not strong enough to hold the antenna in the package.
Amateurs.
Yeah. Subgrade tape. Sons to bitches. I do love
this.
This
Is definitely a guy that this is definitely a guy where the pauldrons really make a difference.
So he needs
Look at
the
this.
pauldrons.
Look how freaking sweet this is, dude. Get out of town. This has got to be like the freaking best Motu tribute they've done. Do you consider this more of a Motu tribute or more of a David Williams tribute? I guess it's both. It's both, right?
Yeah. It's awesome.
And how cool was it that we were there in person to see this happen?
There, dude.
At IshCon 2 years ago.
Yep. And now in hand. I always think of our wives laughing at us for being like, ooh.
Yeah.
When they were unveiling the new.
We're all oohing and ahhing. And
this head is just phenomenal, dude.
You know what that head is? That head is the bee's knees.
It is the bee's knees.
All right, here we go with these wings,
figure.
man.
I'm digging it.
Hate putting wings on a character. Just because I feel like to get it in there, I'm going to break it, and I don't want to break it. So if these don't stick, I'm just going to have to go hot water them.
Yeah, we'll have to do some.
Because I remember somebody you know, with the I know the wings don't connect the same way, but I remember with the Jersey Devil, speaking of Jersey, people were like, heat up the holes first before you try to put the wings on, and then put the wings on, and they'll never droop, and mine never did, and to this day they never have. They're still up.
No droopage, huh?
Typically when a character comes with wings, I leave them in my bin. I don't display my character with wings, but this one you have to. Like, this is just too freaking incredible.
Yeah, you can't have Buzz-Off Antiphiles without wings. That would be silly.
I love his spear that they chose to give him in the brown and gold. This looks great. Yeah, these wings are popping off. I'm going to have to heat them up because I'm not getting them in all the way.
That's all right. Yeah, this is a great figure. If you do not have in your collection, pick it up.
I would get it. I would track it down sooner or later because they're starting to sell out everywhere, or they already are sold out everywhere. And I think it may be a situation where you're only going to be able to get these from the Four Horsemen at their table. And I know the price is going to go up. So this is one of those that you have to have. Yeah, this is completely dope. This is great. I love this guy. The colors are fantastic.
And I think
I'm trying to remember which one of our friends has a wife who loves bees. Heinrich, is that Anna? Is Anna the bee lover that I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Because I have, speaking of Glios, I have this guy because I love. Yeah, it might be. Is it Gina or Anna? I can't remember. One of our buddies, their wives loves bees. And I have this guy who I love the color. Just brown and yellow just looks so good. No, Matt, you have not missed the no, that is coming up, my friend. We are getting ready to do that here in just a minute. Yeah, you have not missed that. Brett says, I traded mine away. So did Curtis. That's how I have one. I traded with Curtis to get one of these.
I think what's cool about that figure is
Omar said it sure as hell isn't Ruth Ann. She hates bugs.
It's adjacent to both, I think. I think it would look good for your cosmic or your mythic.
Heat the hole, not the pole. I need a shirt that says that.
Right?
Damn it. That's so good. All right, let's get into the double down. Looks like people are wanting to know who we think the reinforcements are. So let's do it. All right, let's get into it. We don't have long to wait, and boy, are we some uneducated wishful thinkers over here, you and I. We have no inside information. We do not know what is going to come. All we can do is we can look to what has come in the past. Thank you to our good friend Jeff for throwing this little graphic together for us. Basically, right before reinforcements were called reinforcements, there was a wave that was called deluxe army builders or deluxe builders. So that's actually considered to be the first wave of reinforcements. And then they decided to title them reinforcements. So then we got reinforcements 1, and then we got reinforcements 2. So in a sense, there's been 3 waves of reinforcements. So this one is called reinforcements 3 because they're sticking with that naming convention that they went with. So if you count the first round of Legions builders, and then or deluxe Legion builders, and then you've got reinforcements 1, reinforcements 2, it looks like the Horsemen have done something to where they are picking base versions of body types that we have already received in the past. It looks like they are keeping in the tradition of doing 7 figures, 6 regular size figures, and 1 ogre scale, because because in each one of these waves an ogre has been released. So we see what they did with the deluxe Legions builders. We see what they did for reinforcements. We had the ogre, the flesh tone ogre, and then the flesh tone ogre parts, and then 6 figures and the ogre, and then we had 6 figures and an ogre, the big orc cycloptic orc for reinforcements too. So all of these, so that's what we're trying to go with here. 7 figures, one of which is an oversized orc. That was what we decided to do. So looking at what we've seen in the past and moving forward. So let's see. Omar says, what did he say here? Omar says, I'm going to say this here because most of my opinion I'll leave for Legion Kings, but we will definitely get the 4H Holy Trinity in the R3, which are a knight, skeleton, and dwarf. After that, who knows? I think
safe.
I both did that, right? I know I have a knight, a skeleton, and a dwarf in mine, and I know you have in yours as well. I know your list because I put the slideshow together. You actually don't know my list, so we're going to go through and see, and we're going to start with yours. So you can walk us through. I'll run the slideshow, and you walk us here. I put them up in the order in which you texted me.
Okay.
So starting with your ogre.
Yes.
Your ogre.
I love the ogres. I think it's just a fun big figure. I really hope that we get like a barefoot. I think there was a barefoot for one of the ogres. It was the blue one.
I think Urzok had bare feet, if I'm not mistaken.
This is an ogre size. Urzok is a smaller.
Okay, what's the ogre sized orc that we got? Whatever his name, Kurzog. I don't remember. Like, isn't there one? I thought we did. I could be wrong.
There's like a blue one, and I forget his name. But they need different feet. These feet do stand well, but they've used the same foot forever, and I'm over it. So I'm hoping that we might get some bare feet or Archimedes. Thank you, Omar.
Thank you, Omar.
Archimedes, get some feet. And I would love to see a variation of this head, maybe a new bearded type of head. They could even enlarge like a dwarf head and, slap it on him. I think they did that with the new Frost Ogre that's coming with Ashes.
Right.
But I love these big figures.
The ogre scale, I agree. It needs to be retooled. Not necessarily the body parts, but like the chest armor, the gauntlets, the belt, the greaves, the feet, the weapons for sure. They've been rolling with this sculpt for quite a while, and I think it's time. Also, we were pretty sure that they were going to add an ogre scale figure into the RPG, and they never did, because it is on the front of the box. So I'm really hoping that they take this opportunity to put one out that could fit for an ogre scale for the RPG. But
6 ogres. I was just counting. I love ogres.
Thanks, Trevor. I appreciate it. So that's your ogre scale.
So we have a newer barbarian, and Jeremy did allude to saying that the barbarian's story is not finished being told. Trevor can, you're welcome to confirm any of our speculation on here. Just leave a code. Saying that we're correct would be fine.
Little wink emoji.
Yeah, a little wink emoji. But I would love to see like a new deluxe legendary barbarian set that has, all kinds of different accessories and things like that. This set was very popular. I think they did it twice, I think.
Yeah.
But just a fun, good figure. And I would love to see it updated with legendary barbarian.
Yeah, I think with all of the stuff they have from the Gladiator sale, the Gladiator parts that work very well for barbarians, I think they have sort of changed. This is what we used to picture in our minds when Four Horsemen said barbarian. We used to think this, but now we think of something completely different. When Four Horsemen say barbarian, we now think of the legendary barbarian and more of a Conan style archetype. So I think it's time to update more of that, give us more of that, since they kind of have changed what we think of as in the form of a barbarian name. So yeah, I think that'd be a really good update as well.
And then imp scale, they would be cool. I know there's not a lot of parts, but an imp scale builder would be fun. You've got the the I forget the name of the other one, the with the white wolf face. You've got some armor on there, so that would be fun just to do a little imp builder figure. Trevor says, I actually didn't shoot any of these. Brad did the turn shots, and I didn't ask what they were.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Charlie said, I really want a female Templar, a matte black knight, dwarf, and a Skelly. There you go.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's a great list right there.
Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by whenever you said an imp scale knight. So I just took our beloved mayor here and just went with that. And, you know, an imp scale with knight parts would be kind of cool. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The only reason I don't know if we would get this as a reinforcement is only because this figure hasn't been released yet. And typically in the reinforcements, it's a figure that we've already gotten, even if it's a recent release. And that's the only reason I didn't put an imp in mine, is because I thought, well, they haven't given us an imp yet. So will we get one? I don't know. It'd be cool if we did, though. That would definitely be sweet.
Omar says Greg wants the mythic version of Time Bandits. Yes, I do. I think a lot of people are asking for Black Knight. Some people are saying not shiny. Some people are saying matte. I like the shiny. I don't mind it. And I have always loved the Gold Knight. So either one I would be happy with. I mean, they've got all the knight parts. You know, knights are bread and butter to mythics. So I think it might be safe that we get some kind of knight builder. So Omar saying blue.
We do have a whole bunch of new knight parts. So
yeah. So either one I would be happy, black or gold, or I get both and I'm super, super happy. So any knight I will take, but I love these two. They're both great figures.
Hey, if anybody has the ear of any of the Four Horsemen who actually run their website, let them know that all the images on the Black Knight page are broken. The whole page is broken.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to pull this image from just Google. I pulled all the images from the different sites on the Four Horsemen Waves released site, and the Black Knight page is broken. So when you click on it, it says page not found. I don't know what they've done to it, but something's not working on that one particular page.
Good to know. And then female Templar, I know it's a lot of people are asking, would love to see a female Valiant Knight, just a basic builder, female builder. So same with images of Keltis. Maybe he's updating currently. Yeah, that could be male and female barbs all the way. Yeah, I'm addicted. So yeah, I ever since the Valiant Knight, I've wanted a female Valiant Knight. And so we're getting much closer to that happening with Igraine and Delphina. So it'll happen eventually. But I would love a female knight builder. I think that would be awesome.
Absolutely. Here we go. I think you put in your list, you put Orc Ranger.
Yeah,
so
it was just
like
an
Orc
idea.
builder.
I was thinking, we've had some orc soldiers and things like that, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do something a little bit different with orcs and maybe a ranger or something one of these nights. It would be cool to see like a different type of orc, so just an idea.
I love rangers. Give me every type of ranger. I don't care. Skeleton ranger,
bare-chested orc builder. Okay. Yeah. So with Urzok and stuff, we have some more parts. So we'll see. I want a Shadow Orc builder with the new heads and armor. I would also love to see Whispering Elf 1.0 Legion builder for sure.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good. Good stuff. Whatever it is, we're going to love whatever they come up with. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. All right. I think you also threw, this is your last one.
I did. Sorry. Yeah, I had a bunch, but, definitely would love to see, we've got some new dwarf parts with the exiles. Would love to see, maybe an amalgamation of old and new parts put together, and just more dwarfs. Definitely need more dwarfs. This armor has been used to death. So I'm glad that finally, and I do love this armor, don't get me wrong, But I'm happy to see some more dwarf parts.
Yeah, I think this armored dwarf was in all of the releases in some form, whether it was like gold or silver or, you know, bronze or whatever. Like we've seen it a lot, and they've updated dwarf parts, so it's time to,
for sure,
put a builder.
And I
mean,
love the figure.
If we're not going to get a dwarf armory experience this year, like that would be a really cool way of appeasing the dwarf fan base, of which I am one.
You are
okay.
Yes.
This is actually your final image, and I was able to find one on this is like somebody makes this on eBay.
I was just throwing out there, you know, like, you know, Eric's gonna call me and be like, hey, you stole my, you know, this, we're doing this. Well, how did you get this? No, I just thought it would be cool, a mount that's not a horse, something smaller. I was thinking like Joust. Remember that old game Joust where they had the little ostrich things that they rode on? I just thought it'd be fun, something different that would not take a lot of shelf space. And it could be cosmic or it could be mythic, you know, just something fun. So that was my idea.
Trevor here saying that he wants a female red shield. Ooh. That would be amazing.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Great idea.
But yeah, I just typed in ostrich mount and this is what came up. I was like, somebody made one.
Omar is not a fan of this idea, but I thought it was a fun. I was just kind of thinking like a small one-man mount, and Omar's like, hell no. You pick. Yeah, I just thought Joust, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and then like, look, Final Fantasy has the chocobos, which are not too dissimilar from this idea.
Exactly. Well, if I ever do a toy line, I'm doing an ostrich.
Ostrich mount. You better know. You know it's coming. All right. For me, I know that the Templars are a super fun faction. We've gotten a lot of new knight parts. So I'm thinking some sort of Templar knight, you know, maybe, you know, they go and they do like a black. Yeah, look who's putting the clock on us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nova.
She really is. She's like,
yeah, I know when she comes in, when we run too long, she shows up. I get it. But the idea that we would get an updated, you know, we have some updated knight parts, some updated Templar stuff, the soft goods. I would love it if they swapped it up a little bit. Maybe did like a gold Templar or maybe a black one. I know that we've got like a black Templar before, but that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them do an updated Templar knight builder. It's just, again, they've sort of changed in our minds what we think of when we think of Templar Knight now. It has a new meaning now with their new parts. And so I think this would be a great time to throw a new one at us. That'd be really cool. A female assassin. So like, let me just start here and just say female representation in the reinforcements line is kind of what I'm going at. And I think one of the really cool ways to do that is with a character like this. So you can make this character an elf. You can make her a shadow elf. You could make her some other completely different race, you know, green or orange or whatever. But this idea of taking sort of like this build, and turning it into some sort of builder, I think would be that way. We're getting in some we're getting in some 2.0 parts. We're getting a female, but it's still generic enough that it could lend itself to different archetypes, whether it's a ranger, a rogue, a thief, a magician, any of that. So I would love to see. And this figure was like a surprise hit for me.
Me too.
And I just think that this would be ripe for
I agree.
Reinforcements treatment. So yeah, that'd be really cool. I think we're going to get some form of updated skeleton knight. This is for Brett. I know he just perked up and got hard.
He did.
But you know, whether it's like dwarf parts or like this new builder here, like I think that, you know, giving us a cheaper builder build that we could customize and create our own, I think I mean, you can't go wrong with skeletons and armor. I mean, they have to put some kind of skeleton in here to get Brett to, you know, buy 9 sets of these.
Right.
So for sure. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I'm thinking of is Skeleton Legion Builder 3.0. Yeah, we need that. Let's do it.
Can I say something really fast? I think it's strange that we're getting a builder right after the role-playing game, which was like a Legion builder wave, I thought, with the character packs and stuff. I just think it's odd, and I'm not being like conspiracy theory thing, but I just think it's weird. Like we're getting another reinforcement wave or builder wave right after the role-playing one. You know what I mean? It just seems kind of strange, but I'll take it. I'll be there. Anyways, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I don't think it's a conspiracy theory at all to say that. If you look back, and Brett can correct me on this because I know I'm going to get the dates wrong. I think it's been probably 3 years since we've had a reinforcements wave. It's been a long time. It's been at least 2 years. It might be 3 years since we got that reinforcements 3 wave. Somebody correct me on that. Chat, fact check me in real time. I need to know. It's been a long time.
I'd say
they have not been focusing on. Yeah, they haven't been focusing on reinforcements in a long time. And I think doing it right after the role-playing game is perfection. Because now here you can buy a whole bunch of different builders to add to your role-playing game that did not have to take up a pledge slot, an unlock slot in the RPG. So I think it's a perfect alignment. They were waiting for a good time to bring it back, and I think this is the perfect time to do so. I don't think that's a conspiracy at all. Let's see here.
That's my birthday.
October 2023 was the all-in for Reinforcements 3. Is that what you guys are telling me?
Reinforcements 2. Or was it 3?
That's what that's what I meant. Reinforcements 2. Okay. Won't these be a little cheaper? Yeah, let's talk about that in a minute, because I think price is something we need to talk about for sure.
Go ahead with your list too. I'm sorry.
Let me get through my
sorry
list
to interrupt that.
No, not at all. I think we're going to get some form of dwarf builder. Somebody mentioned a holy trinity of knights, skeletons, and dwarfs. I think so. We're getting a lot of new dwarf parts, luckily these were just released, so they make the window. I don't care if it's a male. I don't care if it's a female. I don't care if they give me both torso parts so I can swap and make it as I want, and just give us a generic helmet that we can't tell if it's male or female underneath. But with all the updated dwarf parts, it'd be a shame to not see a new dwarf builder in this release. Same way with goblins. We've gotten so many, I know this set isn't out yet. This is the only one that I have on my list that hasn't been released yet. But we've got some updated parts. I would love to see a goblin builder, because I feel like we haven't gotten a bunch of goblins in a while, and giving us a way to update. I really love this chunkier, stouter dwarf build orc. I love this, because we've gotten some, goblins. We've gotten some thin 2.0 goblins, but I would love the 1.0 goblin parts. I think that would be great. A builder is a great way to do that. So yeah, they'll reuse that helmet. Yeah, the helmet is too. And then I think I saw. I think in his list, I haven't seen his video, but Bill from Dorklair mentioned somewhere, maybe on Instagram, that the snake body. I completely agree. I don't care if it's the, because this is these were the last two. We've gotten some in the Cosmics as well. They really use this body interchangeably between Cosmic and Mythic, but I would love a snake textured body builder. I think this would bodybuilder.
I could see that.
Builder. Yeah, I would definitely love. Cool. To have one of these, because you can fit that into your RPG for sure. And then my ogre scale, I went with one of the newer ones, and that is the more furry body. I actually don't have this figure yet. I can't wait to get this figure. I do have the big double goat-headed hammer thing that came in the reinforcements ogre builder pack, with the head and horns and stuff, and shield. But giving us an ogre with more furry parts. I know that the chest, from what I can see, doesn't look furry. I don't know about the thighs. It's probably limited, maybe just the hands, the neck, and the head. But I would love to see a furrier orc if we're going to get one. And I think that's it for the slides. Yeah, Heinrich says Varnillus is one of my favorites. Maybe female snake. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I just think more female representation.
I agree.
Let me see here. I want to get back here where we had somebody talk about, won't these be a little cheaper? If so, maybe we just need to give us a little break, but still feed the frenzy. Blurred Concept says we need more knights for the upcoming wave. Silver sold out too quickly. There are reinforcements for ashes.
They did sell out quick. I agree.
They did. I want this more than anything. Please give me more gear packs. More gear packs. More gear packs. More gear packs.
What do you mean, like swords and
weapons, like shoulder pauldrons, more like books, like accessories, like helmets, horns, like trinkets? Absolutely. Pickle D says these will be revealed on my birthday, so we have to I have to get some, right? Yeah, you absolutely do. Let's talk about price, because I do think that that's something we need to talk about. I do think these are going to go up in price. I don't see how they can keep these figures at $30 or $35 even, with them being builders, because they've updated so many parts to newer, more highly detailed sculpts. We're getting more soft goods. I think we're going to see soft goods in this wave, or at least,
you think so?
We're going to see the level of sculpting on the soft goods, on the plastic, that makes it look like soft goods, like the figures that were shown off in the RPG. Like, I think specifically about the female wizard. Her sculpted parts were so good that people were having a hard time deciding whether or not they were soft goods or plastic.
Mm-hmm.
The builder, like the red Templar or the red Paladin with the, like he doesn't have soft goods, but it looks soft. The way it's sculpted, at least we're going to get updated sculpts to where the soft goods look soft, if it's not outright soft goods. I think that could drive the price up. And then if they're going to do more of like this builder, where it's like, maybe every figure comes with at least 2 heads. Like, I'm thinking that these figures are probably going to be, at a bare minimum, I think they're going to be $40.
You think
possibly 45 for the builders, I think.
Yeah,
I think. And I'm talking retail. I'm not talking like maybe they're 40 from the Four Horsemen, and maybe they're 45 from retail. But I think these would. Somebody in the chat, tell me. You guys, let me know. From Four Horsemen pre-orders on reinforcements to retail, was there a price hike, or were they the same price? Because they were reinforcements. I don't know I wasn't pre-ordering any of the reinforcements wave. I always picked them up either at shows or from online retailers. So I don't know if there was a price jump before. Okay. Okay. So Brett says, hoping they'll do like RPG $30 to $35 figs, $10 to $20 add-ons. That could be a way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, the base figures $30 to $35, and then the add-on packs make them more. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I do think we're going to see a price increase, because I just think with what they're delivering, they've already said, like, they are delivering more, so prices have to be higher. And I agree. Like, I understand that. That makes sense. So, man, that's all I have on it. You have any other thoughts on Reinforcements 3?
No, I'm excited for it. Yeah, I think probably 6 or 7 of the wave, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's fair. And I don't know. Maybe there'll be a surprise. Maybe there'll be something that we're not expecting or predicting. They always seem to have a little extra something in their sleeve.
Oh, and he said that Reinforcements 1 and 2 were 4-H exclusives and were in stock. Ugh. I can't handle an in-stock sale right now. I just can't.
I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, not after the Action Force. So we didn't talk about that, but
yeah,
Action Force had a
sale.
Slide. We currently they're having a sale, and they're also having a Memorial Day sale. The way their Memorial Day sale works is that you spend $100, you get 10% off, $200, 20% off, $300, 30% off. They're also having all of their Wave 6 figures, and the black figures are in, as well as Malice, who is the Dallas Fort Worth exclusive. He is a deluxe figure. All of these are now currently, I don't know if anything is sold out, but they're all up on Valaverse.com. For your Action Force needs, go check them out. They did say that none of the black or Series 6, none of those count in the sale. So those will not be discounted for the Memorial Day sale. Only past figures will be included. And the Vanguard is back up for $80. So, which is a freaking steal. Like I will continue to say it.
Great vehicle.
I bought I think when they first came out, they were like 170, 180. I got mine at like 120 all in with all of the add-on packs, the haul set, all of that. I thought I got a deal at 120. $80. If I didn't have one, I would definitely pick one up. I will always recommend the tan Vanguard with the muddy gear set, the muddy variant. I just think it looks freaking phenomenal. Like if you need a 6-inch scale battle vehicle, there's nothing out there that can beat it.
It's a blast. I'm looking at mine right now. They're so much fun. Very cool vehicle.
So Brett says we do know that this is not in stock. This is a pre-order. At least the flyer said pre-order. Heinrich says Reinforcements 2 cost was $200 for 7 figures in the new wave: Gold Knight 2, Cavern Dwarf 2, Ogre Builder 2, Templar Relic Guard, Vampire Phalanx, Shadow Orc Grunt, and Silverhorn Sentry. Yep. And you just sold them a Vanguard. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, if a product's great, I'm going to say a product's great. Like it is, you can't beat that for $80. Wow. It's incredible. Heinrich said that came from the email that they sent out on 10/23. Okay. So there you go.
Thanks, Heinrich.
Hey, Carlos. I was just telling everybody that we did the review at the beginning of the show. We did the interview, and Blake was here, and glad you could join us, even though we're about to say goodbye. Because we've been going for 2 hours now, so it's time to say goodbye. Yeah, sorry, Carlos. Go back and catch the replay. It'll be up. But yeah, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat today. Thanks for stopping in. I know some people were out running errands, and we know Brian is away helping his son move. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to everybody going to see Mando and Grogu this weekend. I hope you enjoy it. And
let us know what you think.
Yeah. What do you got going on? You have new to Mythics tomorrow, or
no
this week? What's going on?
We have Legions Kings. We're gonna try and do 5 episodes. We're gonna do Monday through Friday this coming week. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we will give it a shot. That'll start Monday, Memorial Day, and that's all I got going on.
I talked to our wonderful friend across the pond, Captain Firebeard himself.
Nice.
Elijah. I talked to him this week quite a bit. He and Faisal are launching their own show.
They should. It's about time.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what he told me it was going to be called.
Love those guys.
London Legions.
Faisal was here earlier.
And I am super excited for those guys. Also, one of their best friends, Faisal and Elijah, one of their best friends is the actor who is playing Ram Man in the Masters of the Universe movie. And he's got an action figure of himself, which is incredible. That's gotta be wild. But yeah, he was telling me,
Legions. I love it.
Yeah. There we go.
Very cool.
Yeah, there we go. He told me that, and I was like, I saw this in your future a year ago. I was like, this is the natural progression for these two guys, and who better to sit and listen to than the buttery, beautiful, dulcet tones of these two gentlemen.
Man,
they're just gonna sit there and just read like the London phone book to you.
I'm okay with that.
And you can just listen to it. I can't wait. So congrats to you guys. I'm glad you're in the chat, and I can't wait. Wasn't Elijah in a DC movie? He was.
He was indeed. Is
he going to be in another DC movie? Don't know. Will he be in any other upcoming large, big budget, massive tentpole movies coming out next year?
Maybe. We don't know. Could be.
Will
Hopefully.
either one of those blokes ever get an action figure or a Lego minifigure?
That'd be insane.
I don't know.
That'd be insane.
Just read my face and you'll know. Yes, he was, to answer your question, Brett. Yeah, I wish those guys nothing but success. They are beautiful, wonderful people,
Great
and
dudes.
I love being able to call them friends.
Big fan.
Yeah, the big fan all the way around of all of those guys. Elijah, Faisal. So congrats on their new show. I don't know if they've really announced it or got it out there yet, but I'm looking forward to it. And whenever they do, we're going to have them on and talk to them again. They both want to come on, so we can't wait to have them back. So yeah, all right. You got Legion of Kings, you said Monday?
Yep, Monday.
All right, very cool. So everybody tune into that. And thank you guys for hanging out for over 2 hours. We super appreciate it. We love you guys the best. And Greg and I will yeah, cheeky little bastards. I love them. Absolutely. And we'll see you guys in the Toy House. Later.